welcome to part 4 of Saints Row 4 Reelected. And wow, jumping into cars and stealing them is still a thing. And yes, we can access our hub and use the GPS. Trust me, I am going to cut that out in later parts. There is the matter of forced activities being, masked as missions. Saints Row 3 was guilty of this and was the game that started it. And this game, I think they doubled down on the forced activities. And later games, they quadrupled down. So yeah, Rockstar has learned nothing. But we are going to go get ourselves a gun. Now, as I was saying in the last part, it does not matter what type of gun you think you can get, because at the end of the day, you're better off with Zen weapons once you get your hands on them. I might as well point that out to you now, because if you, how should I put this, try to power up handguns or normal human weapons, it's not going to work, because see, here's the thing. There are going to be missions where those things will be moot. So, if you manage to get your hands on a Zen weapon, and you manage to scrape up enough credits, which you more than likely will once you manage to get either upgrades, or you manage to kill some people, things of that nature, then you will be upgrading Zen weapons to a ridiculous amount. And the reason why I say only upgrade the Zen weapons, because even though you're going to be spending most of your time, and yeah, you saw that little blue thing there, that's also going to come into play later on in this part. Anyway, you will be spending most of your time having another reason why the guns are not an issue, but right now, this God, he just got windshield cannon out by rear-ending me. Whatever the case, you don't have enough credits. Well, actually, you do have enough credits to do what you need to do. Actually, no. You just need to buy one thing, and one thing only, because everything else is going to be at a high price, and you only have enough to upgrade. All the upgrades basically are only going to be 1 damage. It'll come to a point that once you upgrade these guns, it'll stop the recoil, and it'll actually add more damage and do some really powerful things. So I only got myself a pistol for now, because that's the only thing I can afford, because the shotgun's 1,000 and so is the SMG. Yeah, when I get enough money, I'm just gonna basically go and focus on Zen weapons, because at the end of the day, those are the only things that matter, especially in later parts. Yeah, you're gonna also need, I also try to max out some other guns, but here's the thing, you're better off maxing out the Zen weapons. I'm telling you now. And even though I just gave that man the Osaka cutter, it doesn't matter. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. And, ooh. Oh, nice. Nice to be able to do running takedowns without a goddamn meter.
Now what? I keep my head down until you can pull me out of here?
I'm okay. I swore I wasn't going to talk about that game, but I kept doing it. But whatever the case, we're going to go to the flashpoint. That's another thing that is going to be a thing in this game. Flashpoints are like gang activities in the game. The flashpoints is you got to kill a certain amount of people to reach up the percentage, and then after you do, the area is yours. That's basically what it is. So, get used to that, because they're going to be the entirety of the simulation of Steelport. And so is this dreary blue sky.
You looking for me?
Just kill them and
I know people are going to be sick of this blue sky by the time they're done with the game.
That went well.
Oh, I killed a Zin. And one of them just got hit by a car. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Zin weapon. Thank you very much. In fact, maybe I should switch to it. Hey, pass me. Stop trying to be a hero and switch to the damn Zin weapon. Yeah, well, that's the smartest move I've ever done thus far. Pretty sure I picked up one. Yep, I sure did. Picked up two of them, actually. A Zin shotgun and a Zin rifle. Oh, definitely upgrade these. And I'm going to tell you why you need to upgrade them. Because again, wait, I already told you why you need to upgrade them. But definitely upgrade them for later. And also, if you take a look at the experience that you're going to be getting, and all the nut shots and headshots, yeah, that's going to be going to your accolades, but also to your experience. You've got 32 flashpoints in the game to delete. Some of them may be hard to reach. Others are going to be easy to find. Just a word of warning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Once you clear all these flashpoints, and once you get all the forced activities, the only thing that you need to worry about is main missions. So basically, the forced activities, the collectibles, and the flashpoints are all in like the main missions are the only things that is going to get you 100%. Might as well tell you that now. Also, there are no safe houses here. None at all. So, yeah, how are you supposed to beat out the notoriety? Real simple, by claiming flashpoints throughout the entirety of the game and certain areas too. Basically taking control of the simulation and getting upgrades to where it'll lower the notoriety. Because, quite frankly, there's nothing in Kinsey's warehouse at all. It is empty, bare bones, and done. You can enter in the building, but you can't use cribs or customize. That is basically the one thing that may have turned a lot of players off of this game.
Do it, and I'll rename
the fact that you don't have a crib to customize at all. You can customize your character, customize your weapons, customize your car, but there's no crib to customize whatsoever, and yeah, you're sitting here looking stupid. So basically, they went down from Saints Row 2. That's just the gist of it. So, the money is not cash, C-A-S-H, it's cash, C-A-C-H-E, which is basically like data cash or something like that. It's technical lingo. But whatever the case, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to collect the cash in order for you to buy all of these upgrades right here, including small damage to firearms, the pedestrian damage, the health upgrade, the pickup value. You're just basically going to be grinding to get damage. And there's another way for you to actually get more money. The ATM is also back. Or at least the cash is also back. You just have to wait for it to load and overfill. And it'll overfill to a maximum of a certain amount until you actually start taking most of the simulation from Zinyak. And once you do, you'll be getting a lot of cash to pretty much max out all of your abilities by level 40. Or level 50, I think. It's level 50, yes, it's level 50, just like the previous game. Although I do have the ability to call vehicles. You're about to find out why they do not matter in just a few minutes. Like, vehicles only matter for now, and they'll only matter when you're in a situation where the items that you're going to end up getting will be rendered useless, but at the exact same time, why even put them in the game if you're going to give us what you're about to give us? So, on that note, we're going to have to shop at Planet Zen in order for us to continue. I'm going to go take this car, because that's what I do. I am the... Oh, and I just ran over somebody. Fantastic. So, with that said, I could just turn on the siren, but unfortunately, unlike the real steel part, the police siren will not make the traffic move. They will not obey. They will just simply either glitch out or, more importantly, stay right in the way. So, into Planet Zen, which used to be Planet States, but since this is a simulation, Zenyak is the one that's owned the place. And yeah, they took out a good number of outfits. Oh, and need I also remind you, once we get through the beginnings of the stage, that's when the DLC will be available. Yeah, Reelected will give you the DLC. The problem is, you gotta go through a point of the game where you, quite frankly, how should I put this? You gotta go through the point of the game where the DLC is available, which is going to be after the series of missions that we're going to be doing. Because, yeah, this right here is a mission, believe it or not. Well, part of it anyway. Might as well stick with this for now. I'll get something better. So, let's change our shoes for now. There's literally nothing here for now. We gotta go to other clothing stores. And oh right, we can't just waltz into other clothing stores like talking about it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing about this game that I should mention. Eventually, there are going to be stores where you are gonna have to hack in order to unlock them. So the game makes it to where you can't break the game early on, get you some of the best gear and the best guns right off the bat, so that way you'll be able to, I don't know, survive. Oh, and also the tattoo parlor and the images design, you're gonna have to hack that too. Yeah, they don't have any hats. They don't have any do-rags or nothing like that. Oh well, I'll keep what I got. This'll work out just fine. But I'm just pointing out that you, unfortunately, do not have a way for you to break the game before you, actually get better. So, yeah, unlike Saints Row 3, you can't just simply buy things and break the game and get a lot of money right off the bat. They put a stop to that by putting the hacking there. That's why it made Saints Row 3 so much easier, because you can actually break the entirety of the game going wherever you want, so long as you don't run into stag notoriety and basically purchasing whatever property you want, because the property's right there and you don't have to worry about enemies coming in your area, because once you purchased it in enemy territory, they can't come after you. The notoriety will just drop immediately. So yeah, that's basically the gist of why people are a little bit skeptical about this game. So in order to break the sequence breaking, they pretty much said we're gonna have to play the game the old-fashioned way. And so many stores that needs to be hacked can't be hacked just yet. There's a mission that needs to be unlocked first before you can hack every other store in the entirety of the game. And some of those clothing will give off more experience points than the clothes that are in Planet Zim. So yeah, it's safe to say that the game not only limits you, but the game also has nothing going for it. That's what makes it so disappointing. Well, then again, that's what you get when you turn a DLC game into an actual full-fledged played game. Yeah. This was supposed to be a DLC content that, while it had its own separate hub world, it basically would have been the end of Saints Row right then and there. But no, it's not just Deep Silver. We can't blame Deep Silver for all of it. Yeah, Deep Silver did do some stupid shit, but unfortunately, it's THQ's fault, and it's definitely the fault of Volition, because Volition could have told them no. Volition could have put their foot down. They didn't. They just gave the customers whatever they wanted. No, whatever the devs wanted them to have, and just been done with it. Because if they truly wanted this series to be fixed, the very first game, the Salting the Earth mission, Julius would not be labeled as a traitor. Just saying. But I'm not complaining, in case you're wondering. Oh, and by the way, we got a new weapon, the Violator. In case you're wondering what the Violator is, by the way, it's going to be censored.
These data clusters seem to be loose bits of code left behind by the simulation for some reason. I've only been able to locate a small amount right now, which I'm having trouble locking onto. Once in the general area of a cluster, I should be able to direct you to its location.
Before that cutscene interrupted me, and before we get any further on the data clusters, the Violator is exactly what it sounds like. You take that thing, hold it up to the light, shine it up real nice, turn that sumbitch sideways, and stick it straight up somebody's Rudy Poo candy ass. And it shoots them in the air. That's what the Violator does. You'll probably see it when I get to the next part, because for right now, the only thing I'm worried about is getting these clusters. Because I think I'm going a little bit too long here. I told you this is going to be a short playthrough because of the fact that most of the forced activities, or most of the point A to point B, is really damn short after the story cutscenes. The story cutscenes is the only thing that is long in the game. Let me just go and look around. Let's see. I remember where it is. It should be right behind that building. More importantly, it's going to be. There's no reason for me to drive around when the thing itself is not even going to be on the road. It's literally going to be around the building somewhere. I think. Nope, it's the other way. Past me, turn around. Turn around past me. It's right by the trash cans. See? There it is. I just remembered. It would have made a lot more sense if I'd actually just gone right to that point. Well, good news. Don't worry about your car getting stolen, because the NPCs aren't going to steal it. But they are going to attack you! Of course they're going to attack you. Why not? So, where's my car? It doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, they forced the radio on, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I have the volume low. This is supposed to be a duet, but unfortunately, Kenzie's not going to do that because it's Kenzie. That's why I'm talking over this. So that way, the copyright strikes doesn't come after me, because that song is actually copyrighted. It's still going to happen anyway, regardless. I might get a content ID at worst. No, at best, I might get a content ID. At worst, I might get it blocked in several countries. I know for damn sure this is going to get age restricted because of the fact that I'm playing an M-rated game. I'm not surprised.
This data is amazing.
It's not the fact that No, it's not the fact that we're all not adults here. Neil Mahan is an immature adult. I mean, what do you expect from somebody who just so happens to be a lapdog of the former CEO, who was also an immature brat? So with that said, we managed to get at least 2 of these clusters. So what are these clusters for? Real simple. You're going to see, because it is basically going to be your collectibles for the entirety of the game, and they are going to grant you your superpower. You're going to be forced to collect these not only in story like you're doing right now, but you're going to have to collect at least 300 of them? If I remember correctly, or 500 of them, yes. You're going to have to collect 500 of these things. Am I going to show them off? Hell no! Because they're not too hard to find. They are right smack dab in your face. This one isn't hard to find. I was trying to jump high and I forgot. Oh yeah, I don't have the super jump yet. That's the other thing. You're going to be getting a super jump and super speed. So basically, you're getting superpowers that'll make the gun null and moot. And then when the game calls for you to use a gun, you'll be looking like, oh, how do I use this again? So I'm here to actually help you out with both ends to balance both playthroughs, so that way you'll know what you're going to be up against. I am going to say that there are going to be other people that did this better than me. There are going to be people that did this a lot better than I did. And they're probably a lot more entertaining than I am. That's why I never blew up. But at the exact same time, I'm going to try to tell you in the easiest way that, one, the only way you're going to actually do well in the games outside of the areas outside of the simulation is if you use Zen weapons. Inside the simulation, you use regular weapons, if need be. And we've got one more data cluster, and unfortunately, Zinyak gives the final fuck you to not just the player. Well, I used to be called the player, but now I'm the boss, or the president of the United States, but also to the players themselves. The final fuck you, which is your apartment in Saints Row 3 has been completely and utterly decimated.
See what I can do here.
So now that we've gotten all of these clusters, and they're telling me to go get my map, oh, by the way, cash. That's going to refill itself. And it's going to only have a limited amount of cash, like 68. It's going to eventually grow to about 150,000 per deposit. So again, this is like Saints Row 3. Because it's DLC. They just tweaked it a little bit so where it's no longer difficult. So it's no longer easy, it's actually difficult, and you won't be invincible by buying a lot of stuff. So, now that we've gotten the super jump and super speed, I guess we're going to be able to learn how to use them. So, to complete the training, we need to jump very, very high. Eventually, you'll get enough clusters and enough level in order for you to, ouch, that hurt. In order for you to actually, god damn it, why do I keep hitting myself in the face? Oh, that's because I'm not clearing the jump. Anyway, you'll get enough clusters in order for you to, and I quote, do a power punch or do an air dash a la Mega Man, as well as glide through the air like Superman, to where you won't even need a car anymore. The only time that you will need one is if you're in a situation where your powers are negated. Eventually, you'll also get telekinesis, which is also going to be a forced activity. Okay, so now we're going to need to do a running start to get over there. Well, not yet. Now we're going to need a running start.
Now for the big test. Use your
I
super
think.
speed to get a running start and leap to that opposite building.
And
You gotta be joking.
Just try it.
by the power of... Okay, that's a little bit premature. By the power of Grayskull! Okay, I did that prematurely. I was supposed to clear the jump, but at least I managed to make the jump over. So the training is done.
But I wanna go
And
big.
now, again,
'Cause I found a research
forced
already in the sun.
activity.
Let's do it.
You honestly thought I was joking about that. I kept mentioning it, and now it's about to happen.
I think I figured out how this works. Run along the path collecting the power orbs, which should boost your new speed. Every time you hit a checkpoint, you'll be able to stay in the program a bit longer so you can reach the end. Though you probably want to avoid the firewalls along the way. Good luck.
Hey, you all remember Blazing, right? You were driving in a flaming suit while driving on a four-wheeler, crashing into things and running into flaming barrels? Well, this is a lot different. Oh, and also you were driving in the cyber blazing cycle, and that's a lot different than this. You're actually running as fast as you can to get cyber boost, so that way you'll be able to get a very fast jump and a very fast time. And here's the thing, I'm going to off-screen get some more clusters so that way I can pull this off quickly, because I'm going to tell you right now, I made a lot of mistakes, so I won't be able to get silver on the first try. I mean, gold on the first try. I do get silver. But even then, I am not showing off me getting every gold. And here is a reason why. There is no reason... Oh, I should have jumped. I should have jumped. Why did I not jump? And there's a flashpoint right there. I'm going to have to deal with that later. Like I said, there is no reason for me to show off the forced activities. And I screwed myself over out of the gold. And I'm in for the silver. But, whenever I get to a mission that has a forced activity, I'm only showing one instance of activity I haven't shown, and I'm just going to keep going. That'll make things a hell of a lot short, because if I keep showing off activities, this playthrough is going to be excessively long, and I don't want that. Especially since most of the game is forced activities, and also collectibles. By the way, there's a collectible finder, so I won't be able to show all that off, because it's going to be right there. You're probably going to need some upgrades to get them. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not joking when I said that basically activities is going to be the entirety of this game. And needless to say, the next side quest will earn me a semi-automatic shotgun, even though I already acquired one. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the game, we're going to have all these unlocked, and I'm going to have to go and get some clusters too. But I'll see you all next time on Saints Row 4 Re-Elected, when I continue on with more forced activities in Part 5. This is RVMan985. Peace out.